Clean water. It's one of the most basic of all human needs. It's a natural resource to which everyone should have access. And yet, in much of the world, safe drinking water is a luxury only the most well-off people can afford. Environmental abuse and primitive sanitation infrastructures have contaminated what were once clean water supplies, depriving millions of people of this basic human right. UNICEF and the World Health Organization estimate that more than 1 billion people lack access to safe drinking water. 3.4 million people, as many as live in the city of Chicago, die each year from water-related illnesses. While there are many organizations dedicated to providing clean water to rural parts of the developing world, the problem of water-related illness is just as serious in more populated areas. In many of these semi-developed communities, there is already a municipal water supply system in place, yet the infrastructure is usually poorly designed and in great disrepair. When this poor infrastructure is coupled with primitive septic systems and other sources of groundwater contamination, even if the community water supply were purified at the source, by the time it reached the tap, it would be contaminated all over again. Taking into consideration that only a small portion of the water used in a household is needed for drinking, it's simply not economically feasible for a poor community in a developing country to improve an entire water infrastructure in order to provide safe drinking water to household taps. In such communities, bottled drinking water is usually available in local stores, but for many it is a luxury they simply cannot afford. Given the circumstances, how can the poor in these semi-developed communities gain access to safe drinking water at an affordable cost in a way that is sustainable over the long term? Healing Waters International has come up with a unique solution to this complicated problem. Healing Water's strategy is to build water purification systems at local churches in poor communities that already have a water infrastructure in place. Because churches have as a core philosophy a desire to serve the poor and the suffering, and because they operate based on a moral code, they provide an excellent organizational structure for ensuring the accountability and the long-term sustainability of the project. Once Healing Waters builds the system, the church sells the water to the community at a very affordable cost, typically less than 1/4 of the cost of bottled water in the stores. This makes clean drinking water available to the poorest residents of the community who could never afford to buy drinking water before. Healing Waters systems utilize a number of common purification technologies that together result in clean, great-tasting water. Churches are required to have the water tested at a lab on a regular basis to verify the purity. System components are purchased in the local marketplace, helping to support the local economy, while at the same time ensuring that replacement parts are readily available. Community response to the Healing Water systems in the Dominican Republic has been overwhelming, with partner churches distributing an average of 40,000 gallons a month to their communities. In its first year of operation, Healing Waters distributed more than 1.5 million gallons of clean drinking water to people in this impoverished country. Not only does a Healing Water system help to heal water-related illness in the community, it also helps bring healing to social problems as well. Churches are required to use a percentage of the proceeds from the system to fund other projects of community service. Churches are also required to provide clean drinking water to a local school at no charge. In one Healing Waters community, when an Assemblies of God church decided to offer water to a local Catholic school for free, it dealt a crushing blow to the wall that had existed between the two churches for decades. Healing Water systems provide great economic benefit to their communities as well. Each system creates jobs for 2 people who distribute the water, and a part-time job for a 3rd person who oversees the accounting of the project. The system also greatly impacts the economics of those families who were previously spending an inordinate amount of their income buying water in the stores. Healing Waters partners with other organizations to identify churches of all denominations that have leadership teams capable of managing such a project. Most of all, Healing Waters looks for churches that have demonstrated a real desire to serve their community's physical and social needs through previous projects they've initiated without outside help. Healing Waters International is in need of individuals and organizations who will join in our efforts to meet this tremendous need. A little money given to Healing Waters goes a long way toward solving the very serious problem of contaminated water in a community. Once a system is built, it can continue providing water to its community for years to come through the revenue the system generates, with no further outside investment required. A Healing Waters system is built with the initial capacity to produce 5,000 gallons per day, providing enough drinking water for 10,000 people. A system sponsor pays for the majority of the cost involved in making the system happen, with the remaining amount covered through smaller donations made to Healing Waters by other donors. One unique aspect of the Healing Waters program is the way that ongoing monthly contributions provide water to a continually growing number of people in need. Because we build at least one system a month and each system is financially self-sustaining, each month you give, your money goes toward a new system in a new community. Rather than requiring a fixed amount per month to continue providing the same service to the same individual, the self-sustaining nature of Healing Waters systems causes the impact of your giving to grow exponentially. The more you're able to give per month, the faster the number of people you're helping grows. The problem of contaminated water in developing countries is a daunting one. But together, we can begin to reduce the incidence of water-related illness and death, and in the process bring other types of healing to communities as well. Don't let clean water remain a luxury for just the privileged few. Join us in the effort to make clean water a natural resource which is available to everyone.